Well, the EU has since a long time a long-standing record of action on climate change since the early days of the Kyoto Protocol. In 1997, we agreed to the first commitment period of the Kyoto Protocol, in which we agreed to reduce greenhouse gas emissions with 8%. In a way, the 2020 strategy is a follow-up. In the run-up to the Copenhagen conference in 2009, the EU decided that it was necessary to take again the lead on climate change and to set up a target for greenhouse gas emissions of 20% as an example for the rest of the world. Now, this was more than that, because for the first time we looked at the perspective of climate change and energy in an integrated way to see how we could develop in the EU a strategy that makes a sustainable and competitive economy and energy sector for the future. So we decided not only to adopt a greenhouse gas target of 20%, but also accompanying targets relating to the energy system, in particular a mandatory target of 20% renewables, and also an aspirational target of 20% energy efficiency. So there is a difference in terms of the meaning of the targets in that sense. But it is more than that. That strategy is not only about targets, it is also already to a large extent fully implemented a package of measures to meet those targets, which includes the Renewables Energy Directive, and most importantly as well the European Emission Trading System that was fully reviewed. And now we have a system that, together with the so-called effort sharing decision, also is binding legislation to meet the 20% greenhouse gas target. It was also complemented by specific sectoral legislation, for instance, relating to the efficiency of cars, or other technology-specific initiatives like relating to carbon capture and storage. So it was an attempt through a set of legislation together and in a consistent way to set out a longer-term package of measures to meet long-term targets.
The Energy Roadmap 2050 was adopted by the Commission in December of 2011. It's basically a means of helping us think out what are the options for Europe in the transition to a competitive, safe, secure and decarbonised energy system in Europe. So it's a means for helping us think. The Commission adopted it and has given it to the European institutions, the Member States, the stakeholders, as a structure for the discussions which we're having already and over the next couple of years on the options available to us. Now, the Commission did all of this because the European Council asked us to look at the implications of the Community's greenhouse gas emission reduction commitment for 2050. Now, people talk of the 2050 targets, the 2050 goals. Actually, we just have a target in terms of greenhouse gas emissions. We have targets for 2020 in terms of the contribution of renewables to energy consumption and in terms of energy savings, energy efficiency. It's an open question exactly how we will achieve in the energy system transition, the decarbonisation target. So in the roadmap, we're trying to look at what are our options, what would be the implications of going on one pathway or another. And of course, everybody will be trying to see what's in this pathway for them. So everybody, of course, is the European institutions, the member states, the stakeholders, and indeed the public. So in a nutshell, the 2050 roadmap is a means to help us all see what options we have and then discuss them politically.